Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Today I would like to talk about the lone genius writer Fyodor Dostoevsky, who also happens to be my favorite writer of all time. Author Portraits is a series where we have a deeper look at authors' personal and professional lives, evaluate their skills, and gain a thorough understanding and knowledge about the conditions and situations that led them to create great works. Before we start, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button for more content. Dostoevsky is one of the most significant and influential Russian novelists, known for his deep exploration of human psychology and existential themes. Fyodor Dostoevsky was a renowned Russian novelist, short story writer, essayist, and journalist. He was born on November 11th, 1821 in Moscow, Russia, and died on February 9th, 1881 in St. Petersburg, Russia. Dostoevsky's early life was marked by hardship. His mother died when he was young, and his father was murdered when Dostoevsky was 18. He studied at the Military Engineering Academy in St. Petersburg, but was more interested in literature than in his studies. His writing career began with the publication of his first novel, Poor Folk, in 1846, which brought him immediate recognition. However, his involvement with a group of utopian socialists led to his arrest in 1849. He was sentenced to death, but the sentence was commuted at the last minute, and he spent 4 years in Siberian labor camp, followed by compulsory military service. After his release, Dostoevsky returned to writing and produced some of his most famous works, including Crime and Punishment, The Idiot, Demons, and The Brothers Karamazov. His novels often explore themes of existentialism, morality, and the human condition. Despite struggling with epilepsy and financial difficulties throughout his life, Dostoevsky's works have had a profound influence on literature and philosophy. He is considered one of the greatest novelists of all time. Fyodor Dostoevsky had several strange occurrences in his lifetime that shaped his solid character, including mock execution. In 1849, Dostoevsky was arrested for his involvement with a group of utopian socialists. He was sentenced to death by firing squad, but at the last moment, his sentence was commuted to 4 years of hard labor in Siberia. This mock execution had a profound psychological impact on him. Epileptic seizures. Dostoevsky suffered from epilepsy throughout his life. These seizures were often severe and left him physically and emotionally drained. His experiences with epilepsy influenced his writing, and he included characters with the condition in some of his novels. Compulsive gambling. Dostoevsky had a serious gambling addiction, which led to significant financial difficulties. He often lost large sums of money, which compounded his already challenging economic situation. His novel, The Gambler, is actually based on his own experiences with gambling. Siberian exile. After his mock execution, Dostoevsky was sent to a labor camp in Siberia for 4 years, followed by compulsory military service. The harsh conditions and brutal treatment he endured during this period deeply affected him and influenced his later works. Near constant financial struggles. Despite his literary success, Dostoevsky frequently faced financial difficulties due to his gambling addiction, debts, and the need to support his family. This constant struggle for financial stability was a significant stressor throughout his life. These events contributed to the depth and complexity of Dostoevsky's literary works, making him one of the most influential writers in history. He created some notable and influential works considered as classical Russian novels, and these works should be read by everyone who would like to explore the depths of human condition and existentialism. Some of his most famous works include Crime and Punishment, The Idiot, Demons, and The Brothers Karamazov. These novels explore themes of existentialism, morality, and the human condition. It is possible to call Dostoevsky a lone genius for several reasons. Unique literary contributions. Dostoevsky's novels are renowned for their deep exploration of human psychology, morality, and existential themes. His ability to delve into the complexities of the human condition and present them in a compelling narrative is unmatched. Life of hardships. Throughout his life, Dostoevsky faced significant hardships, including the death of his parents, a mock execution, years in a Siberian labor camp, and struggles with epilepsy and financial struggles. These experiences shaped his worldview and influenced his writing. Profound influence. Despite his struggles, Dostoevsky's works have had a profound influence on literature and philosophy. He is considered one of the greatest novelists of all time, with his works still being studied and admired today. Given his unique contributions to literature, the profound impact of his life experiences on his work, and his enduring influence, referring to Dostoevsky as a lone genius is indeed appropriate. Now let's look at some famous quotes from Dostoevsky. Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others, and having no respect, he ceases to love. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. The really great man must, I think, have great sadness on earth. To go wrong in one's own way is better than to go right in someone else's. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. I say, let the world go to hell, but I should always have my tea. Man only likes to count his troubles. He doesn't calculate his happiness. I love mankind, he said, but I find to my amazement that the more I love mankind as a whole, the less I love man in particular. He also had some close friendships and relationships. Dostoevsky's first wife, Maria Dmitrievna Izova, whom he married in 1857. The marriage was troubled, partly due to her illness and his financial struggles. Dostoevsky's second wife, Anna Grigorievna Snitkina, whom he married in 1867. She was a stenographer and played a crucial role in his life, providing him with stability and support. She helped him manage his finances and assisted in his writing career. Dostoevsky actually had an elder brother, Mikhail Dostoevsky, who was also a writer and publisher. They had a close relationship, and Mikhail supported Fyodor both emotionally and financially. Apollon Nikolov was a Russian poet and one of Dostoevsky's close friends. They maintained a lifelong friendship, and Michael often provided Dostoevsky with financial and moral support. A philosopher and critic, Nikolai Strakov, was another close friend of Dostoevsky. They had a deep intellectual connection, and Strakov supported Dostoevsky's literary endeavors. These individuals had a significant impact on Dostoevsky's life and work, providing him with companionship, support, and inspiration. Fyodor Dostoevsky's most popular work is often considered to be Crime and Punishment. This novel is highly regarded for several reasons. Psychological depth. Crime and Punishment delves deeply into the mind of its protagonist, Raskolnikov, exploring themes of guilt, redemption, and the nature of evil. Dostoevsky's profound psychological insight captivates readers and invites them to ponder complex moral questions. Engaging plot. The novel follows the story of Raskolnikov, a former student who commits a murder and grapples with the consequences of his actions. The suspenseful and intricate plot keeps readers engaged from beginning to end. Philosophical themes. The book addresses existential and philosophical themes, including the justification of crime, the struggle between good and evil, the search for meaning in life. These themes resonate with many readers and contribute to the novel's enduring relevance. Literary influence. Crime and Punishment has had a significant impact on literature and has influenced numerous writers and thinkers. Its exploration of the human condition and moral dilemmas continues to be studied and admired in academic and literary circles. Overall, the combination of psychological depth, engaging narrative, and profound philosophical themes makes Crime and Punishment Dostoevsky's most popular and enduring work. I hope this video has helped you learn more about the legendary author Fyodor Dostoevsky and gain more understanding of his character and life conditions. Personally, I find him so admirable and relatable. Every work of him I read, such as Notes from the Underground, give me existential pleasure and literary passion. He is an author well worth discovering and respecting. How about you? What do you think about Dostoevsky? Please leave a like if you like this video and subscribe for more similar content upcoming.